Hi, I'm Chef Owen Tilley, and I want to welcome you to this week's installment of Ask the Chef. Now, last week's video, we took you to Newburyport, Massachusetts for their locals farmers market. And just to give you an idea of all the different fruits and vegetables that you can buy at your own farmer's market. Now, we're going to take all those items and prepare them for you today. I'm going to make a roasted fruit and vegetable salad with pan-seared scallops on top. So let's get started. What you're going to need is you're going to need some jumbo scallops. And in a previous video, we talked about the difference between pan-searing and sautéing. So today we're going to be pan-searing. So I've taken the scallops, laid them out on a plate, and just before we started the video, I took a paper towel and pressed them on top to remove all the moisture, because that's really going to let us get a great sear on it. So we have the scallops that I talked about. The fruits and vegetables we bought, I bought some golden beets, some pears, some Honeycrisp apples, and some Easter egg radishes. Now I've taken the pear, the radish, and the beets, and I've roasted them ahead of time, and you can see them right here. The rest we're going to leave raw, and we're going to saute up with the scallops. I also have a little bit of thyme to finish off with. We have some red wine vinegar, some olive oil, some oil for cooking, some salt and pepper, and lastly, I've saved the greens off of the beets and the turnips, and we're going to add that into our salad too. Now, I've taken a pan, put it on the range, and cranked it up to full high heat because we're going to be searing the scallops. Now, I'm going to add in a little bit of canola oil, so I'm going to let this warm up and get really hot. And in the meantime, the scallops that I've pressed dry, I'm going to take and give them a little bit of salt and pepper. So I'm going to place those in. Oh yeah, and you can hear right away that the oil's ready. So we're going to let these cook for about 4 minutes total. Now my scallops are starting to brown up, getting a little bit, you can see the muscles are starting to separate a little bit. That means that it's cooking really well. So, oh yeah, there we go, that's beautiful. You want to get a nice, deep brown to caramelize those natural sugars. Turn down your fire just a little bit, and oh yeah, those are going to be delicious. Since this is a warm salad, I'm actually going to scoot my scallops over a little bit in the pan and add a few more ingredients. Now we picked up these wonderful yellow cherry tomatoes, and I'm going to add them right in. And what this is going to do is the oil is going to blister the skin of the tomatoes, and this is going to caramelize those sugars that I always talk about and really make the cherry tomatoes pop when you eat them. So scoot that around. All right, so I know that my scallops are almost done because they're starting to split on the top that was already cooked, and I can see those natural juices starting to bubble up. So I'm going to add in the greens that we saved from our beets and our radishes and just give them a quick toss. So I'm going to quickly add a little bit of salt to the greens, and then we're going to make an instant vinaigrette. First, I'm going to add in all of my root vegetables to get them warm because like I said, I previously roasted them just to save us a little time. So in went the beets, in went the radishes, and now for the pears. Okay, we're going to just scooch those around just a little bit. And as you can see, I'm kind of keeping things a little separate here. I want to add in my vinegar. Add in a little bit of olive oil and turn off my heat completely. So because we want to keep that olive oil nice and fruity and nutty and not get rid of those flavors by cooking it too much. So just going to give it a quick spin here and move them around. Then I'm going to grab a plate and bring it all to the plate. So first I want to put down my sauteed greens. And then around the plate I'm going to put these beautiful scallops. And then in the center, I'm going to put all of these, pull these roasted vegetables out of that vinaigrette that we made. Oh, there we go. I'm going to pour the rest of the vinaigrette right down in there. All right. So This is great, ready to go as it is, but I want to put one more finishing touch on it. I'm going to take those Honeycrisp apples and take my mandolin and just cut a few batons off of it right onto the plate like such. Now we have our salad assembled. We've got those great Honeycrisp apples shaved on top. I'm just going to give it a little sprinkle of fresh thyme to add that herb flavor. There we go. And there you have it. Couldn't be easier. We have a roasted fruit and vegetable salad with pan-seared scallops, all from the farmer's market that we bought down in Newburyport, Massachusetts. I want to thank you for coming along with me on this journey from farm to market to plate, and invite you to come back next week for next edition of Ask the Chef. And remember, you keep asking, I'll keep cooking.